Lubaba ran away from her family at 11 in search of a better life and education. She is now working as a domestic servant. Almayo was 10 when he and his older brother thought they were going on an exciting adventure when they ran away from home. Little did they know that they would be trapped in child labor, weaving clothes for the next 7 years, slaving away for no money and no hope. Awol works 12 hours a day, but he couldn't afford to buy lunch with the amount of money he is getting from his employer. We are at a construction area in Dessie, located 400 kilometers away from the capital city of Ethiopia, and it is the capital of South Wello. In Ethiopia, most of the children have to be adults in some cases, and have to get full-time jobs that involve hard labor and little pay. They work 10 to 15 hours a day, and they are paid less than £1 a day. In 2012, an estimated 250 million children were working in hazardous conditions. This shows many people are affected by hard labor. People have to do this because of family issues and poverty. Most people in Ethiopia own their own farms, but they have constant droughts. Due to the droughts, the children have to work hard, laborious jobs, being sent to factories or skipping school to work at home. As you can see, hard labor is a problem in Ethiopia, but it is so common that the local people don't do anything about it. This is Lubaba. She is kept as a domestic servant, performing a range of tasks in private homes, including cooking, cleaning, washing, taking care of children, and collecting water. Almayo was 10 when he and his older brother thought they were going on an exciting adventure when they ran away from home. From their village in Ethiopia, the boys traveled 12 hours by bus to the capital, Addis Ababa. Their plan was to work in the weaving industry and return home with lots of money to surprise their parents. Little did they know that they would be trapped in hard labor, weaving clothes for the next 7 years, slaving away for no money and no hope. The boys were forced to work from 6 in the morning until 6 in the evening. They were allowed a 2-hour break, and then they had to work again until midnight. This continued for 16 hours a day. The brothers had to endure terrible working conditions. They were beaten for any mistake they made. The place was cold and crowded, and they slept on the floor with the other workers.
Well, the major cause is poverty. Poverty means a lot. Family cannot feed their children.
Most people in Ethiopia feel that work is more important than education, so they start at a very early age with little to no education. Children in countryside areas are less likely to go to school than children in urban areas. Most of them have no choice because their families are too poor. They are orphans or have been abandoned.
If the people are poor, the government is also poor by implication, because if you have rich people, you have a rich government. If you have a poor people, they cannot pay tax, the government cannot generate revenue. The solution is the economy must grow. The government must have appropriate strategy to help the poor, the children. It has to mobilize resources from the public. The public must support children, and the international community must also give attention to this.
These children are denied their right to education and are forced to work in harsh conditions that damage their health and development.